Welcome to this New York City reading vlog. I am running late to my anniversary dinner with my husband. I'm meeting him in half an hour and I gotta hustle over there. And I need as much time as I can get to get over there because I'm wearing heels, which I'll show you in a second. All right, here's the fit. Here are the shoes. Yes, yes, yes. Let me tell you about the books I plan to read. So I have my Kindle. This is not the book that I'm reading. I am reading Red Rising on here, and I hope to pick up Credence in this vlog as well. I'm planning on it. I have a busy weekend starting right now, so I gotta frickin' run, pack my purse, and I will take you out to dinner with us. And I'll catch you up on all my other plans for the weekend as they come about. But let's hurry. I'm late. Home from my anniversary dinner. We went to a NYC. It was lovely. My poor sweet baby husband Chase was beyond exhausted after having a particularly demanding day at work. He was being a good sport, spending time with me, chatting with me, but he was on fumes. Running on fumes. He was running on fumes, exhausted. So he's all tucked up in bed now, and I'm gonna be reading more of Golden Sun. So let me tell you about my reading plans for this vlog. So I'm reading Golden Sun for Sam's book club. She's doing this long Red Rising series read along on her channel, and I'm a quasi co-host for her live shows. At first, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to continue the series. Red Rising was fine. I ended up bumping it from a 3 stars to a 4 stars after talking to Sam and Eliza about it. So I was like, oh, okay, it's fun talking to them about it. So I was like, let me give the second book a go. I'm not obliged to continue at all, but obviously I want to be there for my friend Sam, and it's fun to just have an excuse to read the same book as her and all this stuff. So I'm reading the second one. I think I'm 33% of the way through, and I'm actually, guys, I'm getting into it. I'm not forcing myself to read it. You know what I mean? Red Rising, I listened to the audiobook and I had to kind of force it, where I was the topic isn't super interesting to me, but after the hurdle of finally understanding the fantasy element, the sci-fi fantasy world, where we are in space, how the society works, how the hierarchy works, and all these things, still there's some terms that I don't understand, among the golds and all this. I mean, this topic of this book isn't going to make that much sense unless you know the series. Let me give you some background. So, Red Rising, think of Hunger Games, right? We have all these different groupings of types of people. There are the golds, which are at the top of the hierarchy, and they severely suppress the other groupings. They're mostly grouped by vocation. So it's entertainers, prostitutes, political people, doctors, soldiers, police, things like that. And they're all given color titles. So pink, gold, gray, obsidian, brown, all these colors. And at the bottom of the hierarchy are the reds. And the reds are the forced labor group. They mine this element, I think it's called like helium-3, and it's an element that like powers like the spaceships and stuff, but they've been lied to. Like they think they're terraforming Mars, like this series so far takes place on Mars. They think they're like collecting this resource so that humans can move from Earth to Mars in order to survive. But in reality, humanity has been living on Mars and like other planets for centuries. So they've been lied to for generations and taken advantage of. So our main character, Darrow, was a Red, and his wife, Io, like knew about the lies, and she becomes a martyr, which isn't a spoiler. It happens quite early on. I feel like that's the premise of the book. Darrow gets wrapped up in this rebellion called the Sons of Ares, and they physically morph him into a gold. So all the color classes, they physically resemble their class. So originally Darrow had like red hair, red eyes, just characteristics that obviously classed him as red. They have this Violet guy who's in the entertainment class, but he's a carver and he's able to modify people. So think like prosthetics and like replacements for eyeballs and like replacements for like hair and like just like, I don't know, just like plastic surgery to the max. Like things that physically you couldn't do now. Like people would die. Like you can't replace your entire body and like live, you know what I mean? But he replaces all of Darrow's body and physically makes him a gold in order to support the cause of this rebellion. And then like Darrow's like doing his thing. So that's like the first book. That's not like the whole premise, but that's like the setup for how he gets involved in this rebellion. Then the second book is taking that further. It's Hunger Game-esque because there's like a school competition that's deadly, and that kind of continued a little bit in the second one, but the second one is a lot more political, and you see how Darrow in the last like 3 years, because we've time jumped a bit, has evolved into like this very clever, high and mighty gold. Like he has taken on the characteristics of these like arrogant people in order to survive, and he has to like remember himself and like why he's doing all this and like what his wife's dream was for equality among the different classes and all that stuff. So yeah, it's just the way he maneuvers these like really smart gold people who are like governors and sovereigns and like knights, and he's just like this 20-year-old kid who was not born a gold but is outmaneuvering the golds at their own game. Is fun to read about. Right now he is playing the game quite well, and I'm intrigued to see how it continues. So I'm having fun with that. I need to finish this book by the 12th. It's currently the 7th. Honestly, I was hoping I'd finish it sooner than later, because I really want to read the other book I mentioned so far in this vlog, which is Credence. I'm hoping I love this. I'm a little nervous because, you know, I read Penn Douglas's books in the past and I've had a good time with them until I read Bully, because the characters were like 17 for most of it, and that is just not my vibe. That's just not my vibe to like read a romance with teenagers when you know it's gonna get smutty at some point, and I'm worried that might be the case with this one, but I will keep you up to date on that. I'll probably still finish it even if it is, because I do own this and I did push through Bully to finish it even though I probably skimmed heavy the end. Hopefully I have fun with this, and hopefully it's not like that. I tried Arena Kent just randomly too, by the way. Again, it was like high schoolers. I'm like, isn't this supposed to be like a dark, steamy romance? Like, I don't want to read about that topic, but with the characters being so young. Like, just put them in college. You know what I mean? Just put them in college. So yeah, I like quickly DNF'd that. I read like 12 pages and then I was like, no, I can't read this Rena Kent high school steamy romance. I don't even know if it's a steamy romance, but like the main character was being all like weird and sexual, and like I was like, ew, go away, child. Sorry, I'm not trying to shame anybody's, you know, reading taste. It's just, that's just not gonna work for me personally. So yeah, I'm gonna sit here on the couch. I'm probably gonna like wash my face and get ready for bed and stuff, and then cozy up and continue reading this because I am having fun and I want to make some progress, and I don't want to be, you know, pedal to the metal, like having to read 100 pages the day of the live show. You know what I mean? I will get to reading and I will talk to you when I have some updates. I guess I'll talk to you tomorrow because I have plans tomorrow. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hi, it is Saturday and Chase and I are moving about the city filming for another vlog that I'm wrapping up. You probably have seen it before this video. It's that City We Became vlog. So we're hitting all the fun New York spots. That's what I'm up to today. We're actually going to go to the Bronx Museum today for that as well. And I'll probably include clips from that in this vlog because I'm only doing a short clip for the other one. So we're meeting up with Parth now because he wants to go to the museum with us, and I'll take you along for the day. We're in Fide still, so yes. Classic Fide, Stock Exchange. This is my home, this is my neighborhood. It's such a sunny day, Chase is soaking it all in. And so am I. It's so nice to feel the freaking sun for the first time in so long. Alright, Parth is here with us now. We're heading over to our next spot. And it's a pretty nice day though, it's just really windy and it's still kind of cold, but like, I'll take it. Me and the boys. I'm filming like 2 videos at once. Alright, we are in the Bronx. This is for my regular vlog, not the City We Became vlog. Just FYI, editing Daphne. Yeah, we're at the Bronx. We're walking over to the Bronx Museum now. And I've never been here before. We just passed the Yankee Stadium. That's where we came in. And the park is nice. Hopefully the freaking mic is working. I had all these technical difficulties with the mic, like not connecting properly to the phone. So I lost a ton of audio for 2 places, and I have to refilm them. So, kind of pissed, but dealing with it. I'm on my own. Chase and Parth went to the perfume store over there in Soho, and I'm gonna go to the McNally Jackson bookstore for a bit. So I don't care about perfumes. I wanted donuts, so I got donuts.
The one at Crosby?
Look at this. This is the brand. I'm so happy.
Alright, we gotta walk down. We gotta go this way.
What is this? Anyway, McNally Jackson in Soho is no longer there. It's gone. It got replaced by some kind of hype beast fashion place where hundreds of people were waiting in line. So that's a bummer. But now we're just wandering about Soho until we have to go to dinner with Oriana.
You don't need to know what anything is. You just eat it.
Hell yeah. Oh, eggplant. Oh my god. Oh, needs first. Do it for the vlog. Wow, me. Wow, me. I get married to be a wife too. I'm invited? Yeah. Yay! 1, 2, 3.
For the person. And if you have that capacity, fucking go for it.
No, you know what? I think that's really true. Chase ordered a burger that we probably shouldn't have ordered. Yes, so pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna film you filming. Yes, get the shot. Yay, the birthday girl. Hi, it is Sunday morning. It's actually kind of late. It's almost noon, really. We had the time shift, like daylight savings, so we lost an hour last night. So I've just been kind of slowly making my way through the day. Chase is out on his run. He's probably actually going to be back soon. But I wanted to update you on life and my reading so far for this vlog. So yesterday was really fun. We went adventuring about filming for that other vlog that you saw some clips from, and we hung out with Parth for a little bit, did like a little bit of browsing around in Soho, and then we ran over to dinner with our friend Oriana for her birthday and her other friend Nyasia, and we had a fantastic time. We were there for like 3 hours. It was a bit of a debacle trying to sit down because we were late for our reservation, so we ended up waiting probably like almost an hour just to sit, which is annoying, but understandable because it was very crowded and we were late. Not like me particularly, like we were like maybe 10 minutes late, but usually that's within the window. But it doesn't matter, like as a collective group we were late and they wouldn't sit us until the whole group was there. But yeah, had a great time. The food was so good. For once we ordered way too much food. Usually Chase is able to eat everything. But he couldn't manage that day. Like, we were stuffed. So we had leftovers, which I'll probably eat today or tomorrow. So I'm still reading Golden Sun as my priority. I'm 43% of the way through this, and I have to finish it by Wednesday. Today is currently Sunday. So that gives me today, tomorrow, the day after, and the day of. So 3 and change days to read it. I'm enjoying it. I am enjoying it. I feel like the plot is a little bit slow, but it's fun because there's a lot of manipulation and lying and like playing people going on from our main character Darrow. Like, he's getting better and better at like manipulating the people around him in order to survive and like move ahead and not be like discarded and things like this as he's working through this society and like all the corruption and stuff. So reading that is really interesting, and just seeing how everybody else is like playing each other and lying and like manipulating for their own personal gain. That is the most entertaining part about it. It reminds me of that game Among Us, and just like how everybody's like lying and manipulating just to like win. Like, what are they trying to win? I don't know, power, I guess. So yeah, that part has been entertaining to read. I don't feel like I'm forcing myself to read it, but I do want to hurry up and finish it because I do want to read Credence as well. For today, I have my book club meeting with my basketball friends to talk about Verity, so I'll be doing that later today. And then the other day, I got invited to go meet with some of my younger sorority sisters who are in like my lineage to get dinner because they've just added a new little into the family. So I'm gonna do that later tonight as well. It's gonna be a bit of a reunion. I haven't done anything sorority related in a handful of years, but I'm always down and I'm happy to show up for people. So they invited me and I have the time, so I'll go, and we're gonna get some pizza and just catch up. I have no reason not to go. So I'll go. Yeah, maybe I'll be able to see my little again. We haven't talked in a few years just because life's busy and like we're in different places and stuff, but she might be going. I'm not sure yet. Doesn't matter. I don't know if I'll vlog much of that because obviously we're not at that level of like, let me put a camera in everybody's face. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'll like vlog me on my way and like my food and shit, but whatever. So yeah, that's it for now. I might try to also get some more clips for that vlog I was filming yesterday, the New York City tour aspect, but I don't know if I have enough time because I really should go for a run, but I've been dilly-dallying this morning. I will leave it at that, and I will catch up with you when I have fun things to do or I have an update to give. Bye for now. All right, lazy morning is over, and I'm going for my quick run, ready to go. Just 30 minutes down and back. Going for it. Oh, it's so nice to run when it's not freezing and the sun is shining. It's so great. Makes you love life. Place is gone. I spent so much time there when I was in college. It's always interesting coming back to Hoboken because I'm not here that often, like every once in a while.
But walking on this main street of Washington Street, it's interesting to see what storefronts have changed since the last time I was here. And there's always a ton of different restaurants and stores. Like there's this store called Plum for like Botox, which is so different from when I used to live here. So yeah, it's very interesting how everything like changes and becomes like more commercialized and like more like the big corporate storefronts in general. Like there's an Abercrombie and Fitch coming, which is just, I don't know, just so different. Usually Hoboken has like a lot of like mom and pop, smaller boutique type places, but that's changed a lot over the years.
Let me give you some updates on how the weekend went. Sunday, you saw me in Hoboken when I was going to meet up with some of my sorority sisters in my lineage. So for our chapter at my college, I'm like a founding member. I was the first class for that chapter of the sorority, and the girls I met up with are in my line. So my little wasn't there, but my little's little was there. So my grand little, her little was there, her little was there, and then how many littles is that? Then her little was there, and then the newest little. So I'm like, I'm old for the line. So I'm the great, 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 grand, big for the newest member in our line. So it was cute to meet some of them because I haven't met two of them before. They're obviously much younger than me. I graduated a while ago, and just to catch up with some of the girls that I knew better. So like my grand little, I knew her, we shared a year together. So when I was a senior, she was a freshman, and then I met her little on like a sister date after I graduated, and then I met my great great grand little on another sister date years back. It's been a long time since I've done anything sorority related, probably 4 years. I think the last time we did it was when I got engaged. The second youngest in the line, she's a senior right now, and the youngest is a freshman. So yeah, it would have been at least 3 years since we had a new little in the line that I could have met, but alas. So that was really fun. I'm glad I went. It was just really nice to see how everybody was doing, see what it's like to be at that pivotal point in life where the girl who's graduating in a couple months, how she's kind of like freaking out, and she's like, I don't know if I'm ready to be like a full-fledged adult and like be working 9 to 5 all the time. She's landed a job and everything, which is great. She's like got a job at a great company doing computer science stuff. But yeah, just that whole thing it's just a very scary transition. She's like, I gotta find an apartment and like, how do I do that? You know, so many questions. So yeah, that was really sweet. And obviously the youngest is just a freshman, so she's just finishing her first year of college. So that's also so exciting. Freshman year was like my favorite year because everything's just so new and exciting. That's all. And today's Monday. I was working so hard today. I did not have time to read at all. No spare moments. I wish I had the audiobook, but I had so much drama with the stupid Prime Music Unlimited subscription. They're supposed to give you one audiobook to check out per month, but it's honestly fucked. Like, it's a stupid system. It's a stupid service. I called customer service, and I was on the phone with them for 45 minutes, and the woman literally said she could not help me. I was like, can you transfer me to somebody else to help me? And she said, I can't transfer you. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? So I cried and I gave up. I'm so fucking mad. It just doesn't work. It's a stupid fucking service. I do not recommend trying to get books that way. Like, I use it for the Alexa so I can have like on-demand music, but honestly, I wish I didn't have to pay for all that stupid shit. But we got the Alexa as a gift, and I do appreciate the gift, and like yelling to the Alexa is fun, but it's just like added costs, and it's just so agitating. Whatever, fuck it. That's all for now. I will see you bright and early in the morning, probably right here in this same spot. But I'll probably change the angle to keep it interesting. Bye for now.
Okay, I'm just filming on my phone because I'm sitting here at the table reading. I got my clicker. And some crazy shit has been revealed. Safe to say, I'm shocked if it's true. Fucking crazy. Literally, I just read the sentence. I thought it for like half a second, maybe, and then it was confirmed, like as it's being like led up to being revealed, like a couple sentences ahead, and I was like, no, it couldn't be this person, and then you find out, and I'm like, well, that makes sense why other things happened that I had reacted to earlier would be the case. Very strange. Loving it. I've got 2 hours left according to my Kindle, and I need to finish this for the live show tonight.
The battling never ends. The betrayals, the manipulation, the lies, the everything, the like people you thought you could trust, and the murder and the maneuver, the political stances and all this bullshit, like, oh, fuck off, the bigotedness, like, did I tell you what this book was about? The Golds, some of them just think too highly of themselves. They think they have the right to make everybody else their slaves. I'm just heartbroken by some of the revelations some of the characters had. Like, you have hope for them, you have hope for them. You think they're one of the best, and they end up being horrible. They end up being not what we wanted them to be. So I'm heartbroken over it. The character I was worried about is not in the box. The person in the box, you know, that's fucked up they were in the box. I can't tell you anything. But if you know, you know. What am I gonna rate this? What am I gonna rate this? I liked it more than the first one, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I'd say maybe the first one is truly a 3.5. I rated a 3 originally, then I think I bumped it up to a 4 after I talked about it, but I think truly it's a 3.5. This one is definitely better. 4 for sure. Oh, God, that sucks. What is the third one about? I gotta start reading the third one ASAP so I can be ready for the next live show. Jesus. Okay, so the thing I have to say about this book in general, right? We have this world where people are being oppressed by a group of people who think they're better, right? The Golds. Darrow's a red. He's working with this group called the Sons of Ares to try to like overthrow the society that's oppressing all the other colors for the most part, right? Like the low colors. There's the high colors and the low colors. And we're doing all this battling and maneuvering and takeovers and like trying to overthrow the sovereign and like all this stuff. And then how this ends, I feel like almost nothing is accomplished for the overarching mission of like freeing people. I mean, like well, actually that's not true. He's taken a lot of steps that inspired people, and he's trying to do it subtly so that he can still stay in the right light of like the political people that he needs. He doesn't want to like be obvious in his intentions. So he's inspired certain groups of people, right? But I'm just like, what now? I don't want to do more battles. I don't want to go through any more battles. So many people have died. I mean, the battle scenes are important, and I think they would be more fun for me to watch versus to read. Like, sometimes I'm just like, all right, let's just get through the battle. But, like, you really can't skim them because important things are happening to the plot. But I don't know. I'm just like, dude, what are you going to do now? We're kind of back to square 1.5 out of so many steps. I'll be very curious to see what Sam says tonight about the book. Oy, oy, oy. I'm like emotionally drained a wee bit from all the battling and all the death and the drama and the betrayal and just like needing hope for these people that are being oppressed and just feeling like you lose it constantly. Like, how are you ever gonna win? How can they win? I just don't see it right now. I don't see how they can win. Ay. Let me wrap this up. Alright, that's it for this vlog. I know I only read one book, which was Golden Sun, which we talked about a lot, and I mentioned Credence, but I just didn't have time to pick it up. I was supposed to read this book for my New York City book club, and we're meeting in like 4 or 5 days. I didn't even start this. I don't think I'll have time to read it that fast, considering I have a race and stuff this weekend in the next couple days. So I might just have to like say it's a wash. There's a sticker on here that says that it's a library book. It's not a part of it. But yeah, didn't get a chance to do that, but I still hope you had fun hanging out with me. If you did, please feel free to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it, and obviously it helps out my channel. And I will catch you in another video. Bye!